the channel. So today we are going to be continuing our install of the ZL1 Addons body kit. As y'all know, if you've seen the previous video or two, we already installed the rear extension and the rock guards. So in today's video, we're going to be installing the front splitter. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all can get these items online at AmericanAuthority.com, honey. Okay, make sure you use that discount code SheFast so you can get 5% off. Shipping is included in the price, so you ain't got to worry about that, baby. You can split them payments up if you want to, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, you're also going to earn miles that you can use to save money on future orders. So that's a win-win situation. So we're going to go ahead and get in this garage and get this install going. Now, one nice thing about the ZL1 Addons body kit is that you can buy it piece by piece or all at once as a complete kit. So when you get the box, it's going to include the front splitter and some front wheel well pieces. All of the hardware needed to do the install is going to be in the box: rivet, screws, mounting brackets, and some 3M tape. And there's a few other tools that you're also going to need to do the install. These are not included in the box. You're going to need a trim removal tool or a flathead screwdriver so that you can remove push pins. You're also going to need a power drill, a 3/8 drill bit, a 1/4 inch drill bit, a 7/16 socket. You're going to need some alcohol or any other type of cleaner to prep the area before applying the 3M tape. And most importantly, you are going to need a rivet gun with a threaded nut adapter. If you need this particular tool, make sure you check out the description of this video because we're going to leave some information on how to order it from American Authority. Now, it's going to be easiest to do this install on a lift, but you can also do it using jack stands or ramps like we're using. So we're going to begin by completely removing the front belly pan. Now, there are several push pins, screws, and bolts that you're going to have to take out. For the bolts, you're going to need a 7/16 socket. Now, the screws at the front of the belly pan are going to be replaced with new ones, which are included with the hardware in the body kit. A handy tip is to either take a picture or a video on your phone before you start removing push pins and bolts. That way, when it's time for you to reinstall, you can have an easy reference point to show you exactly where they go. So for the rear belly pan, you can leave the 2 screws in if you want, because this piece is not going to hinder the access that you need to complete the install. So next, you're going to remove the rubber seal that's in front of the radiator so that the mounting bracket will have room. You can leave it off, or we'll show you how to modify it to fit in a few minutes. So once the front belly pan is removed, you're going to have to determine which holes on the underside of the radiator you will need to use. So in our case, we're using the second small hole from the right and left sides. Depending on the model of your car, you can use one of the other holes if these are not accessible. So make a note of how the mounting hardware is assembled before you take it apart, because the way that it is now is how it's going to go back. So now, we need to drill out the 2 holes to allow the rivet to fit. You can use a 3/8 drill bit as recommended by ZL1 Addons, but you are going to have to open the holes up a bit more or use a larger drill bit to allow the rivets to fit. Just be sure that you do not make them bigger than the circumference of the rivet. Also, be careful and do not, I repeat, do not drill any deeper than the depth of the rivet, because if you do, you can puncture the radiator, and we don't want those problems. So the trick that we use is to wrap some tape around the bit at the maximum depth that we want. So this is going to help us prevent from drilling too deep. Now, once the holes are drilled, insert the rivets from the mounting hardware and secure them using the riv nut tool. So now at this point, you can go ahead and screw the brackets in. So you start by hand and then tighten them down with the 7/16 socket. You want them to be tight and facing forward. Now the spacers are still going to allow them to be moved because you're going to have to position them a little bit later. Now, if you want to reinstall the gasket that we removed earlier, simply take some measurements and cut the gasket to fit. Now we actually have a stow and show mounted to the bottom of the front bumper that we're going to have to remove. We're actually going to be changing out to the mid bumper stow and show after the installation so that the license plate doesn't need to be mounted to the splitter. So next we're going to remove the remaining bolt washer and spacer from the mounting bracket and reinstall the front belly pan using a few screws to hold it in place before we get to the next step. So now we're going to mount the splitter using 4 screws. We're going to keep those screws loose enough to allow for adjustment. So next, using the 2 outer slots towards the back of the splitter as a guide, we're going to drill through the belly pan with a 3/8 drill bit. This is going to allow us access to the holes on the mounting brackets that we installed previously. So now we'll put one of the spacers on the top side of the splitter, and then we'll insert the screw through the washer and the bottom of the splitter and tighten it down. And you're going to repeat this same step on the other side. So after that, we're going to insert and tighten down all the remaining screws on the splitter. There are going to be 2 remaining holes on either side of the splitter. These will also need to be used as guides to drill through the belly pan, but this time we're going to use a 1/4 inch bit. So after drilling these holes, we're going to move over to the wheel well and remove the 2 push pins that are holding the inner fender lining so that we can access the area behind it to secure our bolts and washers with a nut. We're going to repeat this on the other side as well. So now we can take the side splitter piece and secure it using the push pins that we removed. So next we're going to screw 3 little screws through the side piece and into the splitter. So moving to the top of the side piece now, we're going to install 3M tape to the back to secure it in place. So we like to go ahead and hit it with a little bit of heat now. This is going to ensure that the adhesive holds securely. And then do the same thing on the other side. Once that's done, go ahead and reinstall the rear belly pan and you're done. So make sure y'all stay tuned because we are going to be installing the ZL1 Addon splitter extension rods and the side skirts in separate videos. Those are coming up soon. But for now, let's take a look at the finished product. All right, you guys, so the time has come for us to take a look at the front splitter. I am so excited, y'all. Shout out to Ali for putting that joint on for me. I am so excited, super excited. I think y'all gonna love it. Don't forget, you can purchase your own at AmericanAuthority.com. Make sure you use our discount code SheFast so you could get that 5% off. Shipping is included in the total price, so don't even worry about that. And let's take a look at this splitter. Ooh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait to get the rods on there. It's gonna really bring it out. That looks amazing. It's kind of hard to see it from this angle because it's kind of getting dark out, but you can see it right down there. Oh, oh, the texture. It's actually the same texture as the rock guards and the rear extensions, so that's exciting. Pretty uniform. All right, y'all, don't forget AmericanAuthority.com. Use the discount code SheFast, 5% off. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we post a new video, especially when we post about our next giveaway, since we are now past 1K. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much for your support. And we'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.
All right, so we're gonna see if Shamil is able to clear the driveway with this new splitter on. Should be okay. Our car's not lowered, so yeah, she's good. Plenty of room. Yep. Looks good.
Shipping is included in the price, baby. What you looking at? So you can get money off of future purchase. They over there woodworking and carrying on. And as y'all can see, I already got the charger. And then today's video, we're going to be continuing with our install of the Just kidding. It's definitely not JLT. It's ZL1.
I like your shoes.
Oh, thank you.
Whoever picked those out has some
Baby got
good
them for
taste.
me.
Oh, did it? Dang. All right, guys, so I'm talking to you from the future right now. I'm actually midway, or not midway through the install. I'm a good ways into the install. I'm not even the good ways, man. Let me stop lying. I just have the belly pan off.
You want to line up the edges before you screw it together. A second person helping would make this much easier.